Good morning, if you're joining in. Just a few minutes here before we get started, so as you're settling in, I'll just share the last part of that Inner Pilot Light Manifesto from that The Daily Flame. I'm not advertising here for this book, I just have found it I sort of am. I just found it so helpful this past year just to read one of the passages every day. So she has them numbered and 365 of them. So the link is down in the description if you have any interest. So the last part of this Inner Pilot Light Manifesto. Make me a blessing to those around me. Protect me from ever abusing the power of my inner pilot light's luminescence. Allow the fire that burns through me to ignite and offer grace to a world in need of my love. When it is my time, let me leave this world with the song within me fully expressed. Let me bow in devotion to the eternal flame that flows through me. May I always remember that love is who I am. Oh, right. Love that. So, anyhow, if you have any interest, the link is down in the description. It's just lovely to have these inspirations to start the day. All right. Almost there. So getting settled in your space. I know you're probably already there. Getting comfy. Having your props close by. All right, and we'll begin. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining again, and hopefully this is creating a little bit of grounding and centering and just a space to show up every day. Just a bit of routine. And again, you can always check into the other streams that you maybe have missed. Those recordings are all in there for you right now. So, all right, let's start with a little bit of mindful movement. Let's begin to drift the shoulders up towards your ears on your in-breath. Do, and then don't do. Let them relax, come back down. So full breath in, full breath out on the way out and down. If you need a few more, you're welcome to continue. If you're ready to settle in, just letting those shoulders drop away from the ears. Ears rising from the shoulders, eyes can be closed or open, and a steady gaze, whatever helps you to tune in and tune out to the distractions. Literally, let's just start to ground down. Can you notice the ground's coming up to meet you? Think about the ground of, below the foundation of your house, or wherever you are, to the literal support of the wood or the tiles or the carpet, through your mat if you're using one, maybe a blanket or a bolster if you happen to be sitting on one. So all the surfaces below you that are lifting you up. To the sensation of your feet, the backs of your thighs, your sit bones. Continue traveling up through the spine as though the lift from the earth is just giving you more energy to sprout up, like your roots are finding their source, so that your trunk and your branches could start to rise up. Crown of the head lifting, chin just resting in ever so slightly. And settle in that space, getting tall, but then letting go of all of the overdoing. Begin to tune into other senses, noticing the sounds of the room. Sound or the absence of sound of your breath. Sensation of the air floating in and out the tips of the nostrils. Notice the temperature as it drifts to the back of the throat. Notice the temperature as it heads out towards your upper lip. We'll start a breath practice as you inhale, deep, full, slow inhale. On your exhale, let your mouth open. Maybe you need a more guttural sound as you exhale, so deep, slow inhale. If you're alone and you need to yell out or yelp out, just let it go. If there's still people in the house, you don't want them to consider what you're doing, just keep it to what you need. That slow exhale. Maybe the sound of the ocean. 2 more times. Your next exhale, just letting go of that. Notice what's happening in your body. Before we go any farther, let's pause to set our intention for the day. So you can keep your hands on your lap, you can bring them to prayer position, and just pausing, how are you going to show up today? Towards yourself, towards each other, towards the planet. What do you need? All right, if the palms are not already together, let's bring them there. We'll meet in the center. Spreading out the fingers, draw the base of the palms down towards your belly button, elbows out. Little rise of the chest. Let's keep that little bit of pressure as we reach to the sky. And when you're ready, span out cactus arms, draw the shoulder blades back and together. We're going to move a little slower today. Maybe we did I've just been moving a little slower because the world is moving so fast. I need to slow down, and this is my time. 1 more. Pause there on the outstretch, touch your elbows towards your side, and then use that energy to rise back up. Inhale, meet the palms together at the top, maybe without looking at them. Exhale right down the center, a little bit of pressure. 2 more, always moving on your own breath, but if you can slow that down a little bit today. Here, we'll meet in the center, press the palms together, elbows out, lift the chest a bit. Good, release that clasp the hands. Find a figure 8 or infinity sign, and I'll let you kind of, maybe we'll just make it more big, kind of open, sweeping, big figure 8. Make sure to move your wrists through that too. And the next time you reach the center of your figure 8, pause and head the other direction. Leaping away. I feel like I'm batting. All right. There's no batting in yoga. Come back to center. Let's flip the hands, reach them out. We're going to spread the shoulder blades. You're going to spread the shoulder blades, maybe drop the head. That's your exhale. On your inhale, let go. Maybe grasp onto your shins. Pull on them a little bit to open up the shoulders. Maybe lift the chin. That's your cow pose? Yes. Cat pose the other way. Clasp the hands, exhale, spread the shoulder blades, drop the head. Inhale, grasp onto the shins, drop the shoulders, lift the chest, inhale. Good, 1 last time. If you've been doing the same class, maybe switch it 1 finger over. Last time, inhale. Alright, come back to center. Kind of doing a outward stretch. We're going to do that today, but I'm just going to give a little diagonal. So we're going to start right hand to chest or heart space. All right. sweep it across the chest, and you're gonna kind of gaze up to the right as you reach that right arm up, and then send it back across, maybe gazing down towards the left. Sweep across the chest, rise up to the sky, inhale. Certainly moving to whatever your neck and your equilibrium feels comfortable doing. Last time we're gonna reach that up. Send the left hand down towards the ground and reach that right arm up and over. And maybe looking down towards the floor, let your head hang a little bit if that's okay. Good, and push the floor away from you. Send your right sit bone down, one breath. And then we're gonna exhale, come back up to center. Alright, shake off and just take a moment, notice side to side, what's going on. Does one side feel longer, more droopy, relaxed? Alright, and then we'll head to the other side. Are you ready? So, left hand to the heart space. And we're going to start to sweep it up to the sky. Inhale, maybe gazing up to that left side. And then sweep it back across. Exhale, look down to the right. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale. Last one, we'll hold it up there. Reach, send your right hand down to the floor beside you, drop that elbow, and we're gonna reach up and over to the right. Gaze down towards the left, let your head hang. One more breath, press your left sit bone down to the ground. Push the floor away from you. Exhale back up to center. Alright. Let's reach the arms up to the sky. Inhale, we're going to take a turn to your left first. So left turn. Just a pause there, and then we're going to meet back in the center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale to your right. So we can have this energy movement of inhaling and exhaling it all out. Good. Inhale. Right turn. Back to middle, inhale. This time we're going to pause here to the left. So right hand to the outside of the left thigh, left hand to the outside of the left hip. One more breath, let your shoulders ease out. And when you're ready to inhale, meet back in the middle, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, right twist. Ease the shoulders out of the ears. Relax your jaw. When you're ready to inhale, next time meet back in the center. Good, come out through cactus arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Alright, shake it off. Let's come onto our other roost, onto hands and knees, tabletop. I'm going to do a little something called lion's breath. Maybe you know it. No time like now to get out the stuff you don't need. Alright, so spreading those fingers, hands right under shoulders. We're going to tuck the tailbone, maybe round the back. For those with osteoporosis or osteopenia, maybe just rounding through more upper back rather than rounding low back. Most people round through the thoracic upper spine anyway here. So that's your exhale. Your inhale, you're going to untuck the tailbone, drop the belly, lift. So you're going to inhale here, and on your exhale, you're going to open your mouth. That's the lion. Breathe out, tuck the tailbone, rise back up. I guess this is going to be cat and lion today. So inhale. When you're done inhaling, exhale, mouth opens, tongue out. One more. Breathe out. Breathe in. Cow. Normally cow pose. This is lion. Inhale. Tongue out. Alright, ankles and spin them off to the left side. Maybe I'll show this from this version so we can shift them over that way. And then we're gonna walk the hands over to the left. So feet shift over to the left hand, shift over to the left, but knees stay, and then you're gonna sit your hips back. You can always do a lesser version, meaning lesser, meaning not as big of a range. Doesn't mean that you're doing a lesser move. Whatever you're doing, it's okay. Relax your head, full breath in. See if you can breathe into those spaces that need a little bit more space. Exhale, mouth open. We're going to start to walk back up through center. Feet shift to center, now over to the right. And then walk your hands over to the right. And then start to sit your tush back. Breathing into that left side body as you breathe out, mouth open. All right, and then we'll come back up through center. All right, let's meet back in tabletop. So we'll take the left foot back, spread those fingers and press the floor away from you. The shoulders get automatically broad. We're going to lift that back leg up just enough to keep the hips parallel. Opposite arm's going to reach forward. If you can, palm up. If that's not so great on your shoulder, then certainly don't do it that way. You can turn your palm to midline if that feels better. Okay. So from here, we're going to exhale like you're drawing in and spread those fingers of your right hand like you're coming to middle, but they don't need to actually touch. And then inhale, reach away. Gather it all up. Exhale, draw it back to center. You'll see my back stays relatively flat here. I'm not actually rounding in. So if you know that's okay for your spine, you're welcome to try that version. Just thinking of my folks out there with osteoporosis or osteopenia. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Let's hold it out there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Shake off the hips or back or wrist. Oh. All right, we'll head to the other side. Find tabletop first. Spread those hands out. Take your right foot back. Press the floor away from you. Lift the back leg just enough to keep the hips parallel. Left arm is going to reach forward with the palm up if that's okay, otherwise turn it. On your exhale, we're coming to center. On the inhale, reaching away. A little pause at either end. That'll just slow you down a little. Your right wrist is bothering you, bump up the end of your mat or make a fist. Last one, we're gonna hold it out there. Press the floor away from you, back heel reaches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great, come back through center, open up the knees wide, shake off those wrists. Find child, puppy dog, or kneeling. And say if your armpits or your chest feels really tight, try puppy dog. Which is what I'm doing, by the way. If you're ready, we'll start to walk back up. I'm gonna grab blocks now. We're gonna come into a kneeling position. So blocks. 2 blocks, or again, step stools work really great. I think books. Probably something from your kitchen too. I'm thinking like boxes of food or cans. Okay, so left foot's gonna be forward, right leg is gonna be back. We're gonna shift forward towards the blocks and inhale, open up the chest. Maybe lift the chin. Good, exhale, we're gonna shift back into half Hanuman. Hanumanasana, half God of the monkey pose. And then we're gonna shift back in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop back, bow forward. Back stays relatively flat here. Last time through. And this time when we land in the front, we're going to hold here, pause. If you feel like you can keep this nice lifted spine, you're welcome to. Otherwise, maybe drop to the, sorry. If you feel like you can keep this lifted and drop the blocks, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you could be up on your thigh too. That's an option. Drop the shoulders down, find some ease in your effort. Another full breath, let your lower belly expand. So we're going to shift back into half Hanuman. So heels spreading away, toes are coming towards you. You can spread those toes. Like the space from the sit bone all the way to the heel is getting farther away from each other. One more breath. Okay, we'll let that one come back out. I'm going to take the blocks in front. You can very certainly do this without, so it becomes a very high puppy dog pose. Arms lifted. Your head might not reach the ground. If it does, I'd be really surprised. Well, I guess I could. I was going to say you have a really long neck, but then I do too. Full breath in and out. All right, and we'll start to walk back up. Oh, sorry. No need to yell. Let's start switching sides. So bring your right foot forward, left foot back. And we'll start those glides. So when you press in and up, lift the chest space, maybe the chin, drop the shoulders back. Exhale, we shift back, half Hanuman. Heel away, toes towards. Good, 2 more before we land. Last one before we land. We'll head back to the front and deciding where you're going to land those hands on the high side of the block, the low side, or maybe you can touch the floor, or maybe you're up on your thigh. Breathe in, allow your lower belly to expand. Ease in the shoulders and the jaw. Shift all the way back. Now find half Hanuman for our rest. Reach the heel away, toes coming towards you, and send your sit bone back. You're just keeping the gaze downward, relax the back of the neck. One more breath. Alright, we'll come back out. Take that higher puppy dog pose if you'd like with the blocks, or certainly keep your hands to the floor and take your own version of child's. Full breath in and out. When you're ready, we'll start to walk back up. Yes. Come off of our hands and knees and come into standing. Grab your straps. Waiting for somebody else to tell me what to do. Oh yeah, it's me. Okay, let's take the feet out wide. Reaching the arms to the sky. Maybe they come back behind you. Maybe you stop somewhere mid-range. Just show that sideways version so that you're not overextending the chest or having to lift the chin up, but that everything in your spine stays somewhat in line. Meet at the very top. Good. And on the in-breath, we start. On the out-breath, we take the gaze down towards the side that you're bending towards. In breath to rise, out breath to drop. One more to each. Great, we'll meet at the top. Back to center. Let's take the strap back behind you. Feet about mat width apart. Pull the arms open, chest open. Bend at those knees and hips and start to take your gaze downward. Arms could lift. They don't have to though. They could be really connected to your backside. That might feel more comfortable, but at least draw your shoulder blades back. Let your head hang loose, whatever that might mean for you. One more breath. Bring your hands closer to your backside, pull on that strap, and then exhale, rise up, slow, slow, slow. All right. Let's keep the strap. Where I'm going today. Let's see. Let's take your left foot forward. Let's see which way I want to stay here. Left foot forward. Right leg back, so your hips are more or less square to the front, the space in front of you. Back up here. All right, let's bend into that front knee, and we're going to reach up towards the sky using your strap. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to straighten the front leg and come back down to center. I heard someone suggesting a different use of you could have like a dog leash if you don't have a yoga strap, or a tie. Dude, but you don't have to have a fancy yoga strap because these are so fancy. Fabric and buckles. One more time. Okay, next time up we're going to hold it there. So just arms kind of in line with your head and neck, and pull on the strap slightly. Draw the shoulders out of the ears. Slowly come back down. We're going to bring the strap back behind you. Keep that left leg forward. And I'm going to come out so it's right underneath me. And if you don't have a strap, you can certainly do this. It doesn't have to be strapped. So I'm going to reach out through that, bend into the front knee, and I'm going to start to turn towards the left. This left turn. Keep pressing through front big toe, back heel. I'm going to slide the back arm down the back leg and reach the front arm to the sky. So I'm in a little bit of a twist to the left with the back bend. For those with osteoporosis or osteopenia, it should be okay. It's more of a back bend versus a forward bend. Good, we're coming back to arms reaching in that twist. And come back to center. Great. Come out of that. Shake off, find your mountain pose. One breath. All right, let's take it to the other side. So right foot forward, left foot back. Hips are more or less square to the front of your space. All right. Spread those toes out. We didn't do that last time, but spread those toes out. Bend into the front knee, rise up, in breath. Good, out breath. Keep going. On the next one, we'll hold it. Rise up, in breath. Draw in the strap. I'm going to go a little bit wider, just see how uneven my arms are. Shoulders out of the ears, lifting the chest a wee bit. One more breath. Good, exhale, straighten that front leg, bring the arms back down to center. Leave the legs where they are, but take the strap back behind you. So I'm holding the strap with my palms facing forward. Okay. I'm going to reach them out. Nice long stretch. In breath, out breath, bend into the front knee. Take another in breath, and on your next out breath, turn towards the right. So arms are reaching. So looking to the right, maybe even a little bit behind you if your balance is with you. One more breath. I'm going to tighten up my hold on the strap just a little bit to prep for this. We're going to slide the back hand down the back leg and reach the front arm to the sky. One more breath. Come back to center, reaching through those arms. Good. Swing back to the middle. In breath and out breath. Great. We'll come back. Shake off find mountain pose. One breath. I'm going to hold on this strap just for a second because I'm not really sure where I'm going yet. Let's start to the left side of your mat. Shimmy over here. And let's ground down through your left foot. So spread the toes out. You're going to either toe plant or lift the right. You're going to take a step and maybe another step without killing myself here. All right, we're prepping for warrior two. I'm going to use a strap for this one. You can certainly, again, use these without. Okay, so I'm going to start with elbows bent. Bend into the front knee and then slide along the strap, reaching through. So my palms are actually facing a little bit more forward. And now taking my gaze down towards my right hand. Great, find some ease in the effort. Tighten up on the back hand a little bit so I can slide it down the back leg and reach to the sky, exalted warrior. So I can pull down on the bottom strap, reach up with the top strap to get a little power there. Good, one more breath, in breath, out breath, reaching forward. We're going to drop that front elbow on the front thigh, draw the shoulder out of the ear, and I'm going to reach this top arm up. I'm still holding the straps, yes? You can create a little tension there to give you some power to reach up. One more breath. Straighten the front leg. We're heading right into triangle pose. So you might need to come up a little bit higher. You can certainly go down lower if that's in your practice, but you're trying to keep your chest open here. So press through the toes a little bit. That'll keep your knees from locking out. One more breath. We're going to bend the front knee, head right back into warrior two. Gaze out to the right. Good, inhale, we'll reach up to the sky, straighten the front leg, palms together, right down your center. Bathed in strap. All right, heel toe or hug it back in. Walk it back in. Shake off, find mountain pose, one full breath. All right, switch to the other side. Try to remember what I just did. Maybe started to the side of the mat, so we're going to start to the right side of your mat. Ground down through your right foot and either toe plant or lift the left. And I'm going to step, maybe 1-2 steps out. Turn that left foot out towards the left. Right foot is parallel to the short side of the mat. Reach through those arms. Bend through the front knee. I'm just laughing because sometimes I think I know where my body is, but now I actually have a camera to look at. I can see. All right, reach through, gazing out towards the left. Find some ease in your effort. I'm going to tighten up the back side of the strap just a wee bit so I can slide it down the back leg and reach the front arm to the sky. Exalted warrior. So I'm pushing down on the back strap, reaching through the left strap. Find some ease in the effort. Might that be looking forward, relaxing your jaw. One more breath. In breath, Out breath, you're leaning in or hinging in. Drop that front elbow down. Keep hold of the strap so that when I reach that right arm up, I can still pull on it to get some traction. Maybe you're looking down, maybe that feels good. Maybe looking up feels great. Maybe looking forward feels better. One more breath. When you're ready, reach, press through the front leg, extend the bottom arm. Now you're into triangle pose. This is another one where you can decide where you're looking, down, straight, or up. Good. Press through the toes a little bit. That'll keep your knees from hyperextending. One more breath. Exhale, bend the front knee. We're back into warrior two. Gaze out to the left. Reach through those straps. In breath. Out breath, straighten the front leg, reach the arms to the sky, meet the palms in the middle, and exhale right down the center. All right. Woo, and then we'll heel toe, back to center. And shake off, and mountain pose, one full breath. Grounded, rising mountain. All right. We're gonna bring the blocks in, and guess what? We're gonna keep the strap. I don't know why. It became a strap day. I had no idea that was gonna happen. All right. Blocks or step stool or something like a big bolster would work. Potted plant. Something you can put your hands onto. We're gonna take the legs out wide. I'm gonna keep the strap for the moment. And I'm holding it a little bit, palms facing forward, fingertips down. And the strap is just kind of grazing the outer sides of my hips here. The fleshy part, not the bony part. So let's inhale. Open up the chest. And the knees just a little bit as you start to hinge forward. So I'm going to keep flat here like you're flying, like you're an airplane. Maybe the arms lift up, maybe they don't. Maybe they stay real close on your back and the shoulder blades draw together. Kind of like we did in the very beginning. Relax the back of the neck. One more breath. Okay, bring the hands closer to your backside. Pull on either side of the strap and then exhale, power rise up. All right. Shake up. We're gonna stay here though. I'm gonna let go of the strap. Goodbye, strap. All right, so heels are out a little bit, toes are in. If that's not great on your hips, please parallel your feet to the sides. This time we're gonna rise up, in breath. Reach, reach, reach. Keep reaching, fingers spread. Reach through the outer toes. One more breath. We're gonna float the arms down to parallel starfish. I'm gonna start to hinge forward, keep reaching through those fingers. And then when you can, start to come down to either the blocks, the floor, piece of furniture that's in front of you. Osteoporosis or osteopenia, just keeping a flat back here. If that's not a concern for you, you can certainly fold in. Notice where you're putting the weight in your feet. Is it more to the front, more to the back, or in the middle? If you feel it more in the back, what happens when you go a little bit forward? If you're more in the front, what happens if you go a little bit back? Breath, let's press up. Come up tall, either onto your fingertips on the floor or onto the blocks a little bit taller. Push the floor away from you. One more breath. And then start to maybe heel toe the feet in a little bit, bend the knees. You're coming into a low squat, hands to hips or thighs, and then exhale, power up. Heel toe, or step it in. Plain mountain pose, one full breath. flow poses here. Actually, I'm going to bring this down because I'm going to start to head down to the floor. So I'm going to bring the blocks in. If you'd like to use them, you can. You may not need them. I'll stand in front of them, rising up towards the sky. I know my head's cut off for a second here. In breath, out breath, float towards the floor. Good, halfway up, either onto the blocks or up onto your shins. Exhale, find your way down. Maybe you're to the blocks, maybe you're to the floor. One more breath. Go hands planted and start to take yourself back into hands and knees. Meet in tabletop. We're going to exhale into cat pose. Inhale into cow pose, and then inhale again when you're ready. On your exhale, mouth open, lion's breath. Tuck the toes, plant those hands, fingers wide, rise up, downward facing dog. We've been here today, so we can do this. Take a little moment here to maybe shift side to side, hips side to side, or bend and straighten as you walk your dog. And one more breath. Press the floor away from you, relax the back of the neck. Down, open up the knees wide. Maybe take the arms down by your sides and rest in child's pose here. If you know that's not great for your back or you can't do it with a flat back, maybe just support yourself with your head and your hands. Full breath in, let your belly expand. Exhale, mouth open, just let your shoulders droop forward. One more breath. Press, take the hands to the sides, press and slowly bring yourself back up. You're going to come into a seated position with your legs stretched out wide. I think this tile is just so hard and cold. All right, legs are out wide. I'm actually going to bring the block, one or two blocks in front here. I just want one. All right. Sitting, ankles reaching, toes facing upward. If you find that it's hard to keep this position without kind of slumping back, put a blanket up underneath your hips to give you a little advantage. All right. Take the hands to the side, fingertips facing out, and press the floor away from you. That doesn't mean the shoulders come up. You're going to actually fight them, draw them back and down. So heels reaching, hands pressing, almost like you could lift your bottom off the floor. One more breath of this effort. All right, and then exhale, release that. We're going to start to hinge forward. So you're going to start to crawl yourself forward. And this is where the block might come in, where you can rest your arms on the blocks. Or a bolster works really well. I just don't want to go over there. Maybe hurt my back and dragging it over here, but you can have a bolster in front of you that you're resting over. And have the palms up and spreading the fingers. And then close the palms together. Keep pressing through the sit bones, reaching through the heels and pushing towards the floor with your arms. Relax your jaw, your eyes, your shoulders. Keep those toes wanting to go upward. One more breath. start to slowly, slowly walk back up. Drag my right foot in. Slide it in. Heels or sole of the foot's going to come towards the inner thigh. It might not reach there, and that's okay. You can always plop a block under this other leg if you need to. Now my strap again. So grab that strap if you need it. If you can't reach your left foot, you might want your trusty strap or a version of a strap to help you. Okay. So I'm going to hold that strap with the left hand. Strap is around the ball of the foot. You can do this without the strap too, no big deal. Inhale up, drop over, exhale. Keep the spine long, not just collapsing like a puppet. I'm gonna say a marionette. Reaching up towards the sky. Good. Keeping the chest open. I'm gonna attempt to flip the palm forward. On an inhale and on the exhale, start to roll the wrist. And you take your gaze downward, let your head drop a little bit. And then inhale, reach that arm out and then take it so it's just resting right by your right foot. Press the floor away from you with that hand. Draw that right shoulder back and just let your head drop a little bit. You might feel this in your neck space if you got some tightness there. One more breath. And exhale, push the floor away from you. Rise up slowly. Okay, slide the right leg out. Ooh, strap helps to swing the left foot in. And so you're gonna snug that sole of that left foot into the inner thigh if that's available. If not, don't stress it, put it where it feels comfortable, and then if you've got a strap and you're using it, hook the right foot. So take the straps into the right hand, sitting up tall, little hinge off to the side, drop the shoulder out of the ear. We're gonna sweep this arm up towards the sky, and over. Inhale, flip or turn the palm forward or kind of upward. Reach, and then relax that, maybe roll the wrist a little bit. You're going to take your gaze down towards your right leg, and then sweep that arm, left arm back and around and plant it right down by your right thigh or left foot. You're going to try to draw that left shoulder back as I'm gazing down. Keep the spine relatively tall here, or long. One more breath, relax your jaws. And you're going to use the floor, push it away. Exhale, rise up. All right, hook that leg back in. Let's head into butterfly since I'm just about there. I really need something to sit on for this one, so I'm going to just plop a blanket underneath. If you feel the same, just boost your hips up, give yourself an advantage here. Soles of the feet coming together. I'm going to clasp the hands around the feet, lift up tall. It's available to you to hinge forward, you're welcome to. If rounding your back is not an issue and feels good, you're welcome to just kind of collapse in here and bow down. Just going to keep a little taller, and depending on the length of your arms, you could use your elbows to actually push your thighs down a bit. Or you could use blocks to help catch you. Slowly rise up, exhale. Hug those knees back up. Walk your feet out a little bit if you need to, and then wrap around, shin hug. Full breath in and out. to make your way onto the floor. You can have something under your head. I'm just gonna go this way just so you can see. I'm gonna have blocks on either side just in case, or they could be stacks of pillows. Okay. Always feels good just to lay down. All right, let's bring the right knee to your chest and hug in. Relax your shoulders. Maybe roll the ankle. Point and flex. Take the hands on the underside of the leg and reach that leg to the sky. Inhale, reach through the heel, toes towards you, spread those toes, and then point the foot, let the knee drop back down, or the foot drop back down. 2 more. Last one. Okay, we're gonna take the outside of that knee. I'm gonna take the outside, my left hand to the outside of the right knee, and then start to take that knee off to the side. Right arm can come out into a T. This is where you could have a block to come catch you. Those with osteoporosis or osteopenia, maybe just drop about that way, that halfway. So your knee's kind of in line with your other side of your body. That's not a concern for you. You can start to head all the way over. And I like to hook my right foot on the inside of my left thigh. If that's available to you, that can be done. Reaching, allow your right shoulder to drop to the floor every time you exhale. One more breath. And exhale, come back up to center, hug that knee in, full in breath, out breath. All the way down, and just check in and just notice. Does one side feel more grounded, longer, something, nothing? All right, let's head to the other side when you're ready. Hug that left knee in, full breath in and out. Maybe roll the ankle or point and flex that foot. All right, we'll snug the fingers behind or clasp the hands behind that left thigh, and on the inhale, you're gonna reach to the sky. Heel, exhale, point the toes, come back down. 2 more, like you're bicycling. Last one, reach. Back down. Take the hands to the outside of the knee. This time, right hand to the front of the knee, left arm out into a half T, and start to glide that leg over. Stop wherever you know it's best for your body today. Maybe you're not seeking for discomfort, you're looking for nourishment. Breath out, find some ease. Maybe that left shoulder drops a little bit, maybe your right shoulder drops a little bit, maybe your jaw releases. One more breath. Next exhale, come back up to center, hug it in, full breath in and out. Come back, check in. All right, head into windshield wipers. So feet are going to be about mat width apart. As I let my knees drop off to the right, I'm going to reach my left arm up and back somewhere. Oh, cool, I can grab onto. Maybe 1 or 2 more to each side. Knees to chest, rocking side to side, or have a little free play time. So whatever you'd like to do before we head into relaxation, take a few poses. Pigeon on back, Butterfly, Supavadakana. Or if you're just ready to head into Shavasana, you're welcome to do that too. Set up for your bolster under your legs if you'd like. Or on the bolster, pillows or blankets. Get warm. Sitting down by your side or on your belly. Needing you to be open. What is it that you're asking for? What do you need today? As always, I'm going to remain in seated. If you see me there, it does not mean you have to move. I just don't want to make a lot of noise transitioning. So finding your way into your Shavasana relaxation whenever you're ready. If you're not there already. Always, I'll take you through a brief guided relaxation. I'll rest for some quiet, and then you'll hear the chimes 1, 2, and 3. Which does not mean you have to bolt up. You're going to slowly come out of it. All right. Allowing eyes to close or keep them open in a steady gaze, or use your eye pillow, which could be the sleeve of your sweatshirt. Soften the muscles of thinking and worrying and planning. The skin of the forehead smooth out. Space between the eyebrows follows as it broadens and softens. Temples release. Joint of the jaw following. Shoulders easing out of the ears and settling to the surface below you. Again, feel the earth, the foundation, the surface below you, all coming up to support you. When mind starts to wander again, you're following that next train of thought. Just drop it. Just drop it. Don't even think about what it was. Just come back to the awareness of wherever you feel your breath moving in and moving out. Nowhere to be and nothing to do. These next few moments are yours. bit more conscious breath, maybe a bit deeper. As the belly fills, the middle ribs, the space around the heart. And a slow, steady exhale. How slow can you go? Mindful movement that you enjoy. You might already be moving. That's okay. Stretching fingers, curling in fingers and toes, and squeezing the body on one breath and then releasing it on the next. Maybe rolling wrists or ankles, rocking hips or head. You're always welcome to stay laying down on the ground and finish your gratitude there, so you never ever have to move from that spot. Well, at some point you do. Alright, maybe a cat stretch or a dog stretch before bringing knees to the chest if you're not there already. Ooh, hug in, rock to one side. Wherever you are in your transition, pause to recall your intention for your day. How are you going to show up the rest of the day? Using your arm and your exhale to meet back up in sitting. Finding a comfortable sit spot. And we're heading into Adi Mudra this week. So Adi Mudra again, thumbs curling into the palms and then the fingers just softly floating over them. And then hands resting down in your thighs. Eyes can be open or closed, your choice. Definitely shoulders out of the ears. We're going to find 3 breaths, just like we did in the beginning, where we breathe in, slow breath in, and on the exhale, mouth open. Any audible noise that you need to and that you feel comfortable doing. Alright, notice how that makes you feel. Use it anytime you need today or in the going days forward. From Adi Mudra, we'll come into gratitude hands, whether that be here into Namaste or Anjali or Hridaya over your heart. Bowing to a place within you where you recognize gratitude to silently or outwardly acknowledge at least one more thing in your life to be grateful for today. Is mighty long. I hope yours is too. We'll offer this gratitude though as we come to an end. Out beyond the walls. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Palms coming together and drawing them close to you as you hold that gratitude real close, at least through the rest of the day. Well, once to seal the deal, you know the way it goes. Join in or don't. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Slow breath into Om. Breathing in. Breathing out. Namaste. To the moon, to the sun, to the earth, and to all of you. So much. Alright, I know the email onslaught has just been crazy. My email inbox seems to know when I delete a message, another one comes in. I'm like, no! So I'm sorry, I've been trying not to email, but I would love your feedback on how classes are going, payments, and all of that stuff. So when you do see an email from me, just maybe please open it and just check and answer the survey questions if you can. I'd be really, really grateful. All right, peace in. See you next time.